Hey, this is Mike Renoir, Northwest Fight Scene, NWFightScene.com. I'm here with Fast Eddy Ellis here at your gym here in Olympia, Washington United Training Center. How are you doing today, Eddie?
I'm doing excellent. Got some cardio this morning and I'm feeling good.
Now, we're a few days out from your fight in Birmingham, England, BAMMA 13. You're fighting for their welterweight title, their first one ever against Jim Wallhead. Talk about the fight.
Judo Jim. I looked him up a little bit. It seems like a tough guy. Looks like more of a stamp kind of guy, even though he's got the name Judo in his record or on his resume. I looked him up. Seems like his judo extent kind of fell off about when my wrestling fell off. We both started really competing MMA heavily in 2001, 2002, and that's kind of when I stopped. I see his judo record kind of fall off. But watching most of his fights, he likes to bang. And if I want to have a glorious stand-up fight, it'd be the kind of one to do it with. But he looks like a good guy.
Now, tell me about how this fight came about.
I recently just got in contact with Will Hammond for about the last year with the White Buffalo management. He's been doing a lot of things for a lot of guys in the Northwest. I kept an ear out for a while. I've known Will for many years. Gave him a call after my little stint in the Ultimate Fighter. Was kind of getting some lowball offers, and I just wasn't interested in anything really. And he came at me with a couple of decent fight offers, and I decided to take my path with him. And so far, it's been great. He's got me sponsors and shorts and banners, and doing the right thing as a manager.
Right on, right on. Now, fighting in England, is this your first time fighting out of the States? Is that?
Yeah, kind of. I competed overseas in Europe for the no-gi grappling.
Right, right.
Traveled a lot with my wife. She's competed overseas a lot. So I mean, I have the idea of how it feels to be going overseas and competing. This will be my first actual MMA fight, though.
Now you're fighting Saturday. What day are you leaving?
Actually, we're leaving Wednesday, 9/11. So we'll be flying into DC on 9/11, then New Jersey on 9/11, over New York to England on 9/11.
All right. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, who you taking over for your corner?
Marty Robertson is going to be my corner for this one. He gives me a great warm up, and with my new daughter, and Lisa's going to be staying at home with her, so kind of keeping home and home.
Now, this is your first fight since The Ultimate Fighter, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, talk about that experience. The Ultimate Fighter. One of the things I was thinking about, before this interview, the seasons beforehand, it seemed like the 2 or 3 seasons beforehand, almost like every guy in the house gets a shot at the Ultimate Fighter finale, in the live finale. Your season comes along, nobody gets a shot. Then in the following season, everyone gets a shot in Ultimate Fighter finale. So it almost seemed kind of like you were gypped a little bit. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, definitely a portion feels gypped. I feel more gypped because how Dana exclaimed to me how he was excited to see me fight in the finale. They all wanted me to see Colton and I go at it again. I was just told so many things by some upper level guys from the UFC, feeling that they were all pretty sure I was going to be involved. That's the only way I feel gypped. Being on the Ultimate Fighter, you're not in the UFC. All the guys that I was on the show with acted as if they were signed with the UFC all of a sudden. It was like a tryout. It's an ultimate tryout, really.
Right.
You got to win. So I mean, I assumed that a lot of us weren't going to be used, even though I thought myself was going to be. But definitely feel gypped, regardless of the cast. I feel like I deserve my shot.
Right. The other things that really no one talks about with the Ultimate Fighter is the 2-round fights. I mean, you spend a career getting up to a point where you have a shot at the UFC, fighting 3-round fights, and here you lose in a 2-round fight. You don't have that 3rd round. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, technically they're exhibition fights, so I mean it shows that I haven't even fought since 2011, even though I fought twice last year. And it is what it is. I can only disagree with that. Don't blue in the face because 2 rounds 1-1, you deserve a 3. But I don't know. There's nothing that I can say about it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Right, right. How old are you now?
Just turned 30 this summer.
Just turned 30. Well, happy birthday. And you've been fighting since, like you said, 2000, 2001, professionally. Long time. How's your body holding up?
Not. I'm turning 40 in 5 years. I feel like maybe. I'm gotten pretty banged up, but the way training has changed, the way the sport has evolved. I used to fight for practice. I mean, that was what we did, and that turned out being a real breakdown in the body. So lately, it's been a lot more conditioning, a lot more nutrition, strength training. I know how to fight. That really isn't the practice portion here anymore. It's just about being up to par when you do fight. So
Right.
I feel like I can push my body a few more years because of the difference in training.
Yeah, would you like to make another run at the UFC? Is that kind of goal here, or is it just kind of how far it goes?
It is or isn't. I know that the UFC has the higher echelon fighters. They pay the most, so ideally that'd be the place to go. It used to be because of the shining star of the UFC, but now it's just because they pay more and they have better fighters. That's the only reason I'd want to go with that organization. Otherwise, I just want to be a good professional fighter. Just kind of stick to my own, and if the UFC comes and calls, I do. It's really not in my visionary big goals anymore. It's
Sure.
not just about the UFC. It's
Right.
about being a good professional.
Right, right. We're here at your gym, United Training Center. You and your wife's gym. Talk about the gym. How's it going here?
Well, the gym's always picking up. We have always adding new things to the gym. Like I said, my strength training is really going up a lot, so I've done a lot more work in the weight room and things like that. This summer months is always a little bit slow. Everyone would rather be fishing and drinking at the river. I don't blame them. But now that we got the rain pouring back in, the gym seems to be picking right back up, and good activity at the gym is always fun.
Right, right. A big event for you this summer, of course. You just had a baby. Talk about that.
Well, having a new one, Eddy Ellis. She's born June 19th, great big, 8.5 pounds, growing like a weed. You can hear her a little bit in the background. I don't know. It's definitely probably one of the better things in life. I mean, everybody that has kids kind of knows that. It's the most gratifying thing to do is be a parent. You can do nothing all day and still feel satisfied because you took care of your kid.
Right.
It's awesome.
Well, you also have a kind of a good job for it.
Yeah.
So always
A lot
around
of
her.
one-on-one time.
Yeah. And your wife Lisa, is she going to be getting back in there sometime soon?
Yeah, we've had some words back and forth with Invicta. Hopefully by the end of this year. I keep trying to kind of push her to the first of next year, I hope. But the way she is and the way she likes to keep things going, she's probably going to be right back in there before I know it.
Right on. Anyone from any fighters from the gym that we should be looking out for?
Absolutely. We have a fierce amateur team that's always coming up. I got a good guy coming pro soon. We got Corey Watson, he's going pro. A few other guys that are following up. I've been doing a lot of personal time with one of my newer amateurs. We have Bobby McIntyre, who's really had a few title fights. She's come short a few times, but really has a lot of potential for the near future.
Awesome. Sponsors, anyone else to thank for this fight coming up?
Yeah. Will Hammond got me a few, like I said, with White Buffalo Management, Extreme Nutrition, and again, Clench always has my mouth protected, so I gotta give that a shout out. But yeah, Intensity Nutrition would be the name of the sponsor.
Okay, it's like off the top of my head.
And Rise Management is one of Will's friends that helps him out as well.
Right, right. And this fight on Saturday, where can we watch it? Or can we?
BAMMA 13. I've looked it up online. I think they have a live stream as well, but a couple people have told me AXS TV. It's on, I believe it's on DirecTV or Dish Network. One of those two. I haven't seen it on Comcast, but one of those two has it.
Right, right. Well, appreciate your time today, Eddie.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you in there. Hopefully we can watch it, stream it somewhere. If we can't, we'll definitely just see you back here with the belt.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate your time. Eddy Ellis, Northwest Fight Scene. Thank you, sir.